Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to another TK-421 collectibles video. Today we've got TMS065, Captain Vaughn. Love the clones, love the Clone Wars. Amazing episode that he was in as well, proper Star Wars. Let's have a look.
TK-421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
That's right, busy buying collectibles, and this is CT0292, also known as Captain Vaughn, from the 332nd Division of the 501st. And there's a picture of the figure on the front looking pretty cool. Pose there with the blue and gold strapline around the bottom. And there's the art inlay card looking cool. Picture of obviously Captain Vaughn there with that massive long blaster rifle. And there's the figure. So let's have a quick look at the accessories and then have a proper close-up look at this figure. Alright, let's have a quick run through the accessories then. So we'll start with this. This is obviously his jetpack. Magnetised, a bit of felt on the back to stop it scratching the armour. I like this, I like the weathering on it, looking good. And that bronze kind of middle bit, that looks ace, that. Yeah, that's good. Then we get the usual array of hands, so thumbs up. Don't think I've ever used a thumbs up before. Pistol holding, and then some just normal gesturing hands, pointing, waving, whatever. Good stuff. And then we get, so this is the DC-15A blaster rifle or long rifle. We've seen these quite a few times with Commander Cody and other clones. Looking good, nice weathering, looks like metal with all the rivets in it. Looks ace, that. Do like that. I've never actually used one with the clone though. Maybe that changes today, I don't know. Let's have a look. This is the DC-15S, I think, which is like the blaster carbine variant of this rifle here. So again, looking good. This all comes down like that, articulated. But yeah, I do like these weapons. Look at that, amazing. Right, that's that. And then we get his antenna for the obviously for his shoulder pauldron and for his helmet. Now these look pretty delicate, so if you're clumsy like me, watch out, because I think they're going to be easily snapped. So I'm going to be extra careful when I'm posing this up. Then we get some holograms, obviously the hologram kind of emitter, and then we get a Captain Rex looking cool, and a little Ahsoka. Oh, grown up Ahsoka really, isn't it, nearly? And then the standard base Captain Vaughn looking good, and standard grabber, and that is it. Let's have a close look at this figure. Right, so here he is straight out of the box, looking cool. Obviously took the plastic wrappings off, and there's some felt type stuff in the armour just to protect it and everything. But here we go, here's a close up. Look at that. I do like this. I do like the Ahsoka Tano sort of tattoo paint job on these. So I've put the other helmet on the 501st just so we can have a bit of a comparison. Obviously this is a different helmet sculpt, so it's got this kind of visor like with the brow on it, and a little bit more detail down the front here, and obviously it's got this antenna on the side, the light on the top, and we're going to put the other antenna in a minute. I'm not going to do that yet in case I snap them like I was saying, but I mean, Clone Troopers, absolutely loving it. Look at that, all the weathering on it, and amazing kind of two-tone kind of paint on it. Looks fantastic, that on the helmet. Looking good. It's working down the figure. I think there's differences here. Obviously all the weathering on the armour is different to the 501st and Captain Rex, and he's got this detail just right there, looking good. And we go down the figure. Obviously these are solid, all the belt moves a bit. And it's just, I think there's a bit more detail on the side here on his com link and everything, and then some more weathering down the side. Obviously the 501st blue colours continue on down here, which is the dark blue. I know the Kenobi one that's just got announced is a lot of a lighter shade of blue, so I'm not 100% sure why that is. If anyone knows in the comments, drop me a note in the comments just to say why we think the 501st it looks a different shade of blue between the Kenobi live action one and the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, anyway, back on this figure. By the way, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're enjoying close-ups of these figures, don't forget to like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. I do like giving a close-up of these figures because whenever I watched YouTubers, I always wanted like a decent close-up look at the figure and the helmet and the sculpts and everything. So if you're into that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Anyway, back on this, let's put this jetpack on. That slot's all nice and easy like that. I think that's like Captain Rex's one, so that's looking amazing. Let's get these antennae on as well. So there's the completed look on that side. I think that looks fantastic. That, yeah, this is, I wasn't sure about whether I was going to keep the Clone Wars line, but I think the figures, the quality of the figures, just unbelievable. Right, let's have a quick look at articulation then. So I'm going to be dead careful here because I don't want to damage this. So I've put it in because you're probably better off taking it out when you're posing it up, but I'm going to leave it in for now and just be careful with it. So with that in and the pauldron, the shoulder armour rather, I can get about that much. Double jointed elbows, all good there, looking good. Helmet goes all the way wherever you want it to look, up and down, backwards and forwards. Yeah, it's a good joint on that. And then the legs, double jointed knees, usual stuff. With the clones looking good. Obviously it's got this kind of nylon undersuit, which makes it really easy to pose. Not got them rubber suits like on the sequel figures. Bit of ab crunch. A good twist at the waist. Right, I'm super impressed with this. It's quite expensive and there's not many accessories, but I think the expense is just because the general prices are going a bit mad and the exchange rates and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is going to look awesome, that on the shelf. So let's get him in a few poses. So it's a very simple museum pose, just straight up and down with the DC-15A blaster rifle, the long one. I think it looks amazing, this. I do, really do. I mean, it's great, this sort of figure, because I know you could say it's like just a copy of the 501st clone or Captain Rex basically, with a slightly different paint on his armour. But if you're like me, you just want to collect one of each variant rather than army building, but you still want loads of clones, then it's ideal because it's different, yet it's obviously part of the same battalion. It's just a variant, so I think it's absolutely amazing. Love it, love it. Look at that. Even just a standard museum pose, it just looks great. I guess it's just because it's clones and I love clones, love troopers obviously. But look at that, looking fantastic that. Let me know in the comments what you think. So here we go, another dead straightforward pose again, just with him holding his blaster, the other one this time, the variant DC-15S or whatever it is, and the hologram projector with Ahsoka. Again, it's kind of blowing me away, this figure. It's dead simple, and we've seen 501st before, and we've seen Rex, but I don't know, it just looks stunning. I just like the visor, the whole look of it looks amazing, this. So glad I got it. Let me know, like I say, let me know in the comments whether you're getting him, what you think, whether it's just, I know it's a rehash of previous figures I guess, but like I say, for me, I don't want to buy multiples of exactly the same figure. I know people do that and it's perfectly fine if you want to do that, obviously, and you've got the cash to do it, but I do like the idea of having variants of each type of figure. So this sort of thing suits me down to the ground. Look at that, love it. So the Clone Wars line's really coming together now, isn't it? We've got Captain Vaughn here, Ahsoka, and then obviously 501st Battalion clone trooper there, just looking fantastic. Look at that. Leave me a comment and say whether you've got these, whether you're getting them, or whether these two guys are too similar. Let's have a quick look at the differences between the figures actually. So straight away you can see there's differences in the tattoo sort of paint job on it, more weathering and everything. Obviously he's got the visor, Captain Vaughn's got this visor thing on it, and the light and all the antennae and stuff. And then the armour, pretty similar. Obviously he's got the detail on his chest. But again, the paint isn't exactly the same. If you look at that to that, and there's all weathering on the shoulder armour. It's different. The shoulder armour is actually different as well. And that little tweaks, like he's got blue elbow armour on Captain Vaughn, while he's got the white one, and then like the hand armour as well is different, and his abs section different colour. Captain Vaughn's got a grey, well the 501st Battalion Trooper's got a white sort of effect on it, and then again different weathering on the knees and the legs, the leg armour as well. So plenty of differences here, and I do like how we can get kind of similar looking troopers, but as definite variants. I think the thing that puts me off about getting multiples of the same figure is like all the weathering's identical, but again it's not massively noticeable. If you're army building, it still looks flipping cool, but I prefer to army build with variants of the figures. Right, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed that quick video of Captain Vaughn. Again, let me know in the comments whether you're getting him, what you think of the Clone Wars line in general, and the differences between the Clone Wars 501st Troopers and the 501st Troopers that got announced for the Kenobi series. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the comments. Take it easy.